Greetings! We have prepared this video to share with you, our families, what to expect in the event that we are forced to pivot to a fully remote learning environment for some or all of our students. In this video, we will outline the basic structure and expectations for learning, provide you with information about how to get help with technology applications, and give you a few tips and reminders to help your child be as successful as possible during the fully remote learning time period. Much of what is shared in this video can also be found on the Pittsford Central School District's website, and we encourage you to visit the website frequently for information and updates. It is important to understand that fully remote learning this year will be very different from what was put in place during the emergency COVID closure last spring. Our expectations for ourselves, as well as for our students, have changed, and we have been hard at work over the last several months putting systems in place and providing students with experiences that will allow them to be more successful in the remote environment. So, if we are required to shift our instruction from the in-person model your child is currently engaged in to a fully remote model for some period of time, we are confident that learning will continue. In the fully remote environment, you should expect that your child's school day will begin at approximately the same time as it begins now. Therefore, children should be up, dressed, fed, and ready for learning with devices powered on by approximately 8:40. The specific start time for your child's activities will be provided to you by your child's teacher. It is recommended that the first thing students do on their device each day is to log in to ClassLink. From ClassLink, students will be able to easily get to all of the other applications they need for school, including Seesaw. If you are not familiar with ClassLink or have not yet set it up on the device that your child will be using, please visit the Technology and Data Services page of our website and click on the Helpful Technology Documents for Parents tab to find information about ClassLink. If you have any trouble with this or any other technology application, please click on the Student Help Desk link, complete the form, and someone from our Tech Services Department will be happy to reach out to provide you with assistance. If your child needs their username or password for any web-based application, please look for the index card with this information that should have been sent home in their take-home folder. If you still have questions, reach out to your child's teacher for that information. For students in grades K through 3, the primary learning and communication tool is Seesaw. Your child's teacher will post activities and assignments in Seesaw. Your child will submit work done back to the teacher in Seesaw. And your child's teacher will use Seesaw to communicate messages to you as the parent or guardian. By now, your child should be comfortable logging into the Seesaw class app and using it with some level of independence. The Seesaw Parent app allows families to communicate with teachers privately, and it allows parents to see their child's own work. Running everything through Seesaw should minimize the number of emails going back and forth and make life a bit simpler for everyone this year. The one other platform that will be used consistently is Zoom, which will be used for live synchronous instruction. Your child's teacher will email you the Zoom link for your child to use, and they will post it in Seesaw as an announcement. Each day, your child will participate in a combination of large group and small group synchronous learning activities, in addition to being responsible for completing some asynchronous and independent learning activities. Synchronous learning experiences involve live, real-time interaction with the teacher. Asynchronous learning experiences are computer-based activities that a student is expected to engage in that do not involve a live, real-time interaction with the teacher. Asynchronous activities may include such things as watching a pre-recorded video and doing a related activity, reading and responding to a story or article posted in Seesaw, or practicing math facts using a web-based math game. There will also be independent, non-computer-based activities that your child may be asked to complete each day, such as independent reading and writing, counting and sorting objects, sight word practice, or making observations for science. The amount of time your child is expected to spend online engaged in either synchronous or asynchronous instruction varies by grade level. Kindergarten and first grade children should expect approximately 1 hour of live synchronous instruction with their classroom teacher each day, along with another 45 minutes of asynchronous learning activities each day. Second and third graders should experience 60 to 90 minutes of live instruction with their classroom teacher and up to an additional 90 minutes of asynchronous work each day. In addition to this time with classroom-based activities, your child will continue to receive art, music, physical education, and library instruction. Those classes will be scheduled synchronously, following the same 12-day rotating schedule currently in use in the elementary buildings. The specifics of your child's schedule, what time he or she is expected to be present for whole class and small group instructional activities, when their special area classes will be meeting, what time they will break for lunch, and what their asynchronous responsibilities are, etc., will all be communicated with you by your child's classroom teacher prior to the start of each week. If you have any questions about your child's schedule when you receive it, please contact the teacher. It is important to recognize that unlike the situation we were in last spring, daily attendance will be taken by the teacher. Students will be expected to engage in all of their assigned learning for the day, and assignments and activities completed will be reviewed by the teachers, who will also provide feedback on the work on an ongoing basis. As a parent or guardian, there are a few things that you can do to help your child be successful if we need to pivot to a fully remote environment. First, make sure your child has access to a device, preferably an iPad, laptop, or desktop computer equipped with a webcam that they can use throughout the day. If you do not have a device for your child to use, please contact your building principal as soon as possible so that arrangements can be made to loan you a school-owned device. Second, establish routines that reinforce your child's success with school. Stick to a school day bedtime so children can be up, dressed, and ready for school at the start of each day, just as they are when they're going to school in person. It is recommended that children have a consistent place in the home or other setting that they use for their schoolwork. It doesn't matter if this is the kitchen table, a corner of your family room, a desk in their bedroom, as long as it's a place that is relatively free of distractions, where they can preferably sit in a chair with their device on a surface in front of them, and where they have all the materials they will need for learning close at hand. Every child has been provided with a home learning kit consisting of 2 large Ziploc bags containing supplies needed for remote learning. These home learning kits should be on hand and easily accessible for your child, as those materials will be essential for many of the remote learning lessons. If your child is likely to be distracted by other activities going on in the home, you may want to consider having them wear headphones during their synchronous learning times. Of course, the younger your child is, the more they will need some direct support from an adult or older sibling to help them navigate some of their remote learning. Being on hand to assist your child as needed is important, but should be balanced with allowing your child to experience the classroom community and productive struggles that accompany meaningful learning in a way that replicates the in-school experience to the greatest degree possible. The district's expectations for fully remote learning at the elementary level have been thoughtfully crafted to balance the need for meaningful engagement in essential learning across all content areas with the developmental appropriateness for screen time. As such, it is our hope that part of every child's day during any period of fully remote instruction includes time for imaginative play, physical exercise, board games and puzzles, quiet mindfulness time, and quality time spent with family members. For additional information and ideas, including suggested schedules, time management tips, social emotional learning connections, and home learning resources to reinforce and enrich your child's experience, please visit the Home Learning Resources section on the district's COVID-19 information section of our website. Thank you for your continued support and partnership as together we navigate a challenging school year.